Hey, yo, I just finished watching. Listening to Cam's podcast, dude. I had to make a fucking response, man. I had to make a response because what you are saying, there's so much fucking truth to it. And I I used to work construction as well, and when I was a general labor, and then after that I was an apprentice for I was a plumber's apprentice for like a year and a half, right? And then until I decided to go to trucking. But dude, this is the thing, right? The A lot of these motherfuckers, like I would be going to a job site, and then the people that would complain the most, you hear all the time, man, I don't get paid enough for this shit. I don't do this, I don't do that. It's not just an African American thing, right? It's an American mindset because the thing is, like, a lot of these white Americans, they start to get just as fucking lazy, just as fucking comfortable, to the point whereas, like, okay, um, there's a lot of prejudice in construction, but the prejudice is not actually against black people. It's not against African American. The prejudice is actually against Hispanics because black Americans, they're not a threat when it comes to construction. They know that is all right. So it's like sometimes, let's say when you go to the toilet, right? And then the wall, you're gonna have, like, build the wall, fuck these specs, um, all these slur you could think of when it comes to Spanish people and shit like that. But as far as African American being a threat to these white workers, they don't even see us as competition at all. They don't, because they know that the worst you're gonna do is, for the most part, is like just general labor, and even that, a lot of African American, they would just be like, I don't get paid enough for this, or they would, like, I had this dude, right, this motherfucker. Okay, we working. I work for an agency because he had given me that freedom so I could travel whenever I wanted. But this guy, we were at a job site, and then there was really nothing to do because, like, we kind of bang it out. And this dude was like, no, no, no. I mean, like, the boss asked us to actually sweep the parking lot, right? Just sweep the fucking parking lot. Nigga, we're getting paid like over 15 an hour, right? So 16, 17 an hour and shit like that. This motherfucker is like, I don't get paid. No, like, he was like, oh, I don't do this shit. I'm a construction worker. Dude, $17 an hour just to sweep? Do you know there are people that actually get paid like $9, $10 an hour at a factory, like, running, selecting packages and all that shit, busting their fucking ass off, and you don't want to sweep a fucking parking lot for $17 an hour? It used to baffle me, like, the type of mindset these guys have, and then the foreman just shook his head because he knew that all he have to do is make another phone call, and then they'll just replace you, get somebody else, right? So then, therefore, he's not worried about you not willing to do the work because he knows that there are other people that's gonna be doing it. Like, I was also in another job site, and then this guy will try to tell me to slow down because we want this job to last us more than a few days. It's like he's thinking about the now. He's not thinking about building a reputation. So then, therefore, they will, at my agency, like, I had so many foremans. Whenever they call my job, they'd be like, "All right, this Haitian guy I worked with before, is he available?" I like to leave people with a good impression so they know that whenever there's another project going through, they're always gonna ask for me. But these guys, they don't think about it. They don't see the long term goal. They only have like they want to do short term effect. You you know why Hispanics like how why their phones breaking up. All right, carpentry was mainly like a white trade, right? And then they start to get comfortable. So then what start to happen is that when these guys show up, and then the white workers, they just they getting paid like fucking money off the wazoo, so they're not even working hard. And then the Hispanics do. So my internet keep fucking up. So yeah, all these menial labor that the white guys start are taking are taking for granted. The Hispanics, they start to work their ass off. And the next thing you know, like the bosses now, they start to hire more and more Hispanics. And then now when you're looking at carpentry, it's a very dominated field. And the guy that you put earlier about he was complaining about those black immigrants when we came through for either for school or for work visa, or we have family and all that shit. It's Haiti is a very, very, very hard country. It's a very hard country. It's a very tough country, you know? And therefore, it's like when you start off a video game and you start that shit in a hard level, and then when you put it in easy mode, you just fly through it. This is what America is. We start off where we had to do our homework in candlelight and lamp. There were days that we didn't have electricity at our house. There were times whereas like my mom would actually run out of money at the end of this month, but because I knew there was a possibility of that happening, I was saving my lunch money since the beginning of the month. So then therefore, so when those situation occur, then I will be able to actually slip up some money in her purse until my dad sent us some more money from the States. So when you come from an environment like this, and then you come through, when I came here, I was 13 years old. I'm like, wait a minute, I can make money just fucking shovel snow. I started knocking on my neighbors' doors. Like, dude, snow season, I was making like, let's say $25, $25, $30 a house and shit like that. And then there was one of my neighbors like, yo, dude, this chick fucking like really liked me to the point like she was looking for shit for me to do. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna be out of town this week. Would you be able to feed my cat? Like she used to like throw money at me, dude. Because when they love coming across minorities, right? Like African Americans has such a bad reputation that when they come across people like me, right? To them, yeah, they might know afterward that I'm Haitian, but at the beginning, I'm just black, just like you. So when they see with a different mannerism, with a different mindset, with a different work ethic, these people, they just jump to the opportunity to actually help you. To them, it's like, yes, finally, there's one that actually that is different. You- It's kind of like the white kid. You don't expect them to actually be good at sport, at basketball or anything like that, until they start breaking motherfuckers down in the court. That's what that is. You guys have the African Americans' reputation is so bad when they come across one that has a good work ethic, that is like that has the type of mindset that is different from the stereotype. Like corporate America will try to bend backward just to make sure that they keep your ass. So it's not racism, dude. You just there's no competition. You're not competing on anything that doesn't have to do with entertainment or something that you, it's just I don't like I've said this before, right? as soon as the whole, the gender war started to die down, and I said, and then there was like a couple of shots that started throwing, and I'm like, wait, watch this. Once you know, once they stop talk, once African American, you know, they stop talking about their women and shit or their men and shit, then black. So yeah, that podcast spoke volume, man, because working from the construction field, I know, to the point where like motherfuckers was asking me to actually be lazy so then they don't look bad. And when they saying shit like that, I'm like, dude, even working hard. Or like if there was no work, I got bored as fuck. I would rather like be like, you know what, if you got nothing for me to do, just send me home. Cause I got shit to do at home. But anyway, so this is our Banaka. That was a response to Kim. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was a very interesting podcast, man. So yeah, let me guys know what you guys think in the comment section. Cause last time I did a video about ADOS. Actually, I did several video about ADOS, and then I had a couple of people that was in their feelings, and which is expected. And there's no surprises there.